Our top story check today takes us to Puerto Rico, where the first large-scale egg farm in 14 years has opened in Salinas with the goal of increasing local production. The first phase will have 20,000 hens, which will hopefully produce around 18,000 eggs daily. Our Francis Felix takes us there.
Todos nos beneficiamos de tener un sector agrícola fuerte en nuestra isla, de promover nuestra seguridad alimentaria y de limitar las importaciones.
The government inaugurated the Santa Fe Poultry Farm in the municipality of Salinas. This new laying hen farm is achieved with a contribution of $240,000 from the investment program of the Department of Agriculture. Until today, this sector had around 20 active laying hen farms, most of them on a smaller scale in a cage-free mode, 20. 8 are larger-scale farms, and now Santa Fe Poultry Farm, which will contribute to the goal of increasing egg production in Puerto Rico. Agriculture Secretary explained that production is around 20%. The goal is to produce 50% of local consumption. With the entry of Granja Avícola Santa Fe, we are getting closer to the goal of increasing production, he said. Santa Fe Poultry Farm has an automated operational system of European technology. The cage spaces are larger and the ranch has a tunnel system for temperature control. The production of the first phase is 20,000 hens producing around 18,000 eggs daily. By 2023, it is estimated that 20,000 laying hens will be added to produce 36,000 eggs per day. The secretary urged that anyone who wants to have a business in agriculture contact the agricultural regions, since the Department of Agriculture contributed up to $250,000 from the investment program to promote agricultural business. These incentives are granted according to emerging industries with great growth potential to continue working to increase production. As part of the visit, the governor, the secretary of the Department of Agriculture, and the mayor of Salinas toured the farm's facilities. Reporting from San Juan, Puerto Rico, Francis Felix.
All right, thanks so much for that report, Francis. Well, also in Puerto Rico, the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Air and Marine Operation agents seized nearly 2,000 pounds of cocaine. They recovered the 1,987 pounds, or just more than 900 kilos of cocaine, from a vessel trying to reach the coast of Guayama. The drugs had an estimated street value of $20.7 million. This major bust comes as the agents mourn their fallen colleague who died recently in a shootout with alleged drug traffickers. The bust happened on Monday when an aircraft crew detected a go-fast vessel with 2 outboard engines and 3 people on board moving north towards the island's southern coast. They followed the boat and intercepted it about 20 miles south of Guayama. The Marine agents found 31 bales of contraband and 4 men who claimed to be from Venezuela on board in the Dominican Republic. The FBI took custody of the contraband and the individuals for investigation and prosecution. Their kids leaving their beloved home for better opportunities elsewhere. Our One Caribbean News' Deandra Hamilton reports on what the island country is doing to make the TCI better for them to stay, work, and live.
Big World is luring away so many young Turks and Caicos Islanders that parents are on the ground expressing concern.
I'm a mother of 4. The last will be graduating high school next year. 3 of them already gone through college. I have 1 at university. None of them have an interest in staying here. It's all good and fine to try and bring our brethren in and make that concerted effort to bring others in, but what are we doing?
That was a question posed by a concerned mother at a recent town hall meeting held on the island of Providenciales. She was questioning the government on the plans it has in place to tackle the current issue of an exodus of young people leaving the island for opportunities elsewhere. The issue of jobs was one of the factors raised by residents that is believed to be responsible for the exodus. However, the Minister of Immigration and Border Services, Arlington Musgrove, said jobs are not an issue.
It's not that they can't find a job here, we have the biggest problem right now in recruiting people for the government jobs. Right? We got over 90 jobs available. Airport Authority, I got probably about 15 to 25 jobs available. The ports, I got another 10 or 5. Civil aviation, I've been advertising in civil aviation mainly because I've been telling them I don't want no foreigners, I want tax islanders. I've been advertising for months.
In addressing the matter at the meeting, the Minister of Finance, E.J. Saunders, promised residents that the Turks and Caicos is trying to keep up with first world countries by creating a more modern society filled with excitement and exposure for young islanders intrigued by the big world.
But what they're seeing is first world, and what we're a developing world. We're a developing country, and they want what the developed countries have. But we're filling them in, so I don't want you to lose hope.
DeAndre Hamilton reporting.
All right, thanks so much for that report, DeAndre. Meantime, in an effort to enhance the medical facilities and services in Guyana, China has given the CARICOM nation $200,000 to procure medical supplies. The grant was handed over to Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony, who expressed his appreciation to the Chinese government for its continued support. He noted that Guyana and China have a long relationship, especially in the area of health, and pointed to the more than 1,000 Guyanese who have benefited from surgeries, among other care provided by a Chinese brigade that has visited over the years. Dr. Anthony added that many Guyanese also benefited from the COVID-19 Sinopharm vaccine provided by the Asian nation. Apart from the $200,000 grant, China's ambassador said to Guyana there is more assistance to come.
Our embassy will also donate medical supplies worth of about $20,000 to the Guyanese side. We believe that the fund and the donation supplies will be put into use soon to do a little help to improve the facilities and services. Both of countries attach great importance to people's health. We regard it as an important part of people-centered development. We look forward to taking this opportunity to jointly make plans and implement it to strengthen our cooperation in this field.
Well, switching gears now to the latest in hurricane season. The 2022 hurricane season came to an end on Wednesday, and it was an eventful one. There were 14 named storms during the season. Weather officials say that's an average amount, and there wasn't a single named storm throughout the month of August. The last time that happened was in 1941. However, this season had blockbuster storms that did significant damage, including Hurricane Ian. That storm caused more than 100 deaths and more than $50 billion in damages. Well, meantime, could a Monday through Thursday work schedule actually become a thing? A new 6-month study says a 4-day weekly job schedule appears to provide a win-win situation. Researchers with the nonprofit 4-Week Global says average revenue rose nearly 40% compared to the same period the year before, with a 5-day schedule in place. The workers themselves also like the schedule change, saying they felt less stress and burnout. The findings are based on 903 employees from 33 companies who made the schedule change with no change in pay. A few of the companies involved said the study planned on keeping the 4-day schedule, at least for now. A separate 6-month study in the United Kingdom by 4-Day Workweek Global just wrapped up. The results are expected to come early next year.